All right, welcome, folks, to the Count Porcula Barbecue pregame show live from Hornets Stadium, and we're getting ready for tonight's 5A Central Championship game. We're gonna have some interruptions, I promise you. All right, are you craving barbecue that stands out from the crowd? Count Porcula Barbecue wants to show you why they're different. We're talking certified Angus prime brisket, tender baby back ribs, and mouth-watering pulled pork, all smoked to perfection, and their fresh southern sides and delicious desserts will complete your meal. From tailgating to family dinners, they've been perfecting their craft since 2008. Find them on the boulevard at 10840 Maumelle Boulevard or call in 501-246-5669, or you can order online at countporcula.com. Count Porcula Barbecue, you can sink your teeth into. And I think I heard you coming through a minute ago, Jake, so I think you're good. But I'm Steve Henson with the Maumelle Sports Network, and joining me as well, one of the voices of the Robinson Sports Network, Jake Hall, as we await both of our broadcast partners, Chris Gay and Tyler Chenault, to join us. They'll be here in just a bit. But, man, Jake, I am excited for this one. This is going to be a fun ball game. You know, I think it's funny. I go back to the very beginning of the season as we got guys coming in. Now it's going to get real crazy in here in just a second. Come on down, fellas. Let's come down this way, and I'm going to let y'all try to squeeze in front of us. So y'all are going to be on camera live here for just a second. But just work your way all the way down, and we'll work our way through this thing. It's a work in progress tonight. So, all right, as we get everybody down here. What's up, big dog? How are you, man? Good? All right. So, Jake, we're going to have to slide down. We got to try to get as many of these guys on. They got things to do tonight. So, we're a little behind schedule, obviously, so we're jumping in this as quick as we can. But excited about this one. Jake, I'll come back to you for a second. You know, I think it's funny. We go back to the beginning of the season, and we were over at Robinson getting ready for our pregame show, and I remember talking – Week 0, we had Sylvan Hills here, PCSSD rivalry game. We looked ahead. We were like, as commentators, we can look ahead. We couldn't get anything out of Coach Escola that night. But the point I'm making is it all worked out. We finally got to this Week 10 game, a huge 5A Central Conference Championship game. I'm excited. I know you are, Jake.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess our broadcast partners forgot this was a pretty big game for the 5A Central because this is what you look for on Friday nights. You know, I was looking at it just like you said at the beginning of the season. I was like, Searcy stretch, then we had Pine Bluff, and then we had at Maumelle. That's a tough stretch, and it all comes to a head right here as the 5A Central is going to get decided tonight.
You know what? This works out, though, because I can just use this as a mic for these guys since they didn't show up. But we'll let you get – matter of fact, you guys can just kind of hold that when I come to you here in just a second. I'm not coming to you yet. I won't put you on the spot yet, but I'm going to work through these, and I think you've got 4, so we'll do that. Hey, we got the rest. So, all right, we're going to work through these guys quickly. If y'all want to wait right there, we'll just rotate these guys out here in just a second. And so now listen, don't get upset with me here in a minute because I'm probably going to butcher some names. As I've said all year long, having a helmet on makes it real tough to know faces. So you may have to tell me who you are when you get up here. A few of you guys I know, we've been around. So I appreciate you guys joining us. You can't see off camera over here, but I'm a little intimidated. Jake, are you a little intimidated right now?
Just a little bit. I feel like all eyes are on us right now.
I know. This is what they feel like every Friday night, right? Yeah, all eyes are down there on them. All right, so I'm going to start with my guy, Connor Forte. How are you, sir? Good. Pull that up, talking it a little bit. But, man, all right, I told Moppet I'd make this real easy because y'all got things to prepare for down there, and I don't want to get you too much out of routine. But congratulations. Senior night, it's a big night. This is a big game. All I want to know from you, talk about your favorite memory as a Hornet. Look over that way.
So this one is kind of recent. We were, during the offseason, we're working out, overhead play squat. My hands make it real slippery. I dropped the plate on my head. It was bad. I was fine. There's a picture. If you want to see it, just ask Coach Mob. He's got the picture.
You see that one? Hey, grab that one behind you right there. There we go. I think we can hear you on that one. Hold that one up and talk on that one.
Hello.
Ah, there it is. Beautiful. Hang on. Give it back to Connor real quick, though, because I got one more thing for him. So Connor, I want you now. You've been playing a little banged up. How's the hips? How's everything feeling tonight?
So hydrated, so no cramps tonight. My ankle feels a lot better, and I've been playing with a pinky splint all season, and I finally got that off yesterday. So, like, pretty close to 100% I've been all year.
So look, like, you guys don't understand when we talk about these guys in the trenches and how hard it is on these guys on a night-to-night basis. You know, if you go back and watch the We Over Me documentary, there's a point there where I hear somebody say, just get off. It's not worth it right now. Get off the field. You know, go get some treatment. And we saw you last week. Of course, I talked to you after the big field goal or the extra point, and you were struggling to get in and out. But that's huge, man. And as a senior, I know it's important for you to get as many plays as you can because you never know when the last one's going to be. But it's got to feel good to be able to make it to Week 10. All right. I appreciate it. We'll let you walk on that direction and go that way. It'll be way easier instead of trying to go through the camera. Yeah. All right, Caden Sherman. All right, man. How are you? Look, see, we got the big uglies up here first, except we can't even call him ugly. He's a good-looking dude, right? So look, Caden's used to being up here with us. He's a regular up here on this, right? So, Caden, talk about your favorite moment as a Hornet.
My favorite moment, I say my first team camp as a varsity player. It was like I struggled, and I know I did, but I had fun out there.
He's lying. He's given the team answer, but it has to be this touchdown down here earlier in the year, right?
That was a great one too.
Okay. All right, real quick, talk about this season. Talk about how excited you are this Week 10 matchup.
We've been talking about it all year. There's some things said, and we just got to complete, show them what we're about.
All right, well, good luck. What would it mean to win a conference championship?
I mean, everything to me. We've never brought anything to here, so this will be the first.
All right, man, I appreciate it. Hand that down, and we'll work our way through. We want to make sure before they get down there, we talk to all our seniors. Come on down this way. All right, tell me your name because I told you. Price? Adrian Price. All right, perfect. Adrian, this is the first time we've got to be face-to-face, so it's good to put a face with a name and a number. So I appreciate you joining us. And so talk about your favorite memory as a Hornet.
Just being with my teammates and working hard in the offseason and getting better.
Talk about a little bit just the nucleus of this senior class and just how excited you've been to play with this group of guys.
It's an amazing group to play with.
Well, Adrian, we appreciate it. We appreciate you joining us. Tell me, what would a conference championship tonight mean to you?
It means a lot.
Put all that hard work in, right? Yep. All right. Appreciate you, Adrian. Thank you. Hand that down. We'll work it down. All right. Say your name.
Austin Timmons.
All right, Tim. No, man. See, I should know you. I mean, we got a little brother. I should know this guy. But, again, it's hard to put face with. When we're in basketball, we're down there with you guys. So, but, man, good to see you. And congratulations. Big senior year. All right, talk about your favorite memory as a Hornet.
My favorite memory was getting our first Big Six. That's what I think is my favorite memory.
There you go.
But, of course, I have a lot. But, yeah.
Yeah, so now we got to work on the vertical a little bit. We got to get you guys up across the crossbar.
I was a little gassed. I don't know why. My muscles weren't warm.
Talk about this nucleus of seniors. How much fun is it to play with this group?
It's a lot of fun. I feel like it's a very good group, very talented. We have a lot to offer whenever you come to Maumelle, too. So,
what would a conference championship mean to you?
It mean a lot. We haven't got a conference championship in Maumelle, so it's just good representation in Maumelle.
All right. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Congrats and good luck tonight. Let's get a big dub. All right. Pass it down. All right. Say your name.
Tucker Gurney.
Tucker. Oh, come on now. Look this way. All right. Now, Tucker, talk about your favorite moment as a Hornet.
My favorite moment as a Hornet is in the offseason when we decided to make our goal as a team to pursue to be the godliest team in the state. I think that was a really good goal of ours and really set the tone for our team.
So how much would it mean to you to get a conference championship tonight, senior year?
It means all our hard work paying off that we've gone through this summer and all the offseason.
Well, congratulations on a big year, big night tonight. I don't want to take too much of your time. Make sure you guys get down there and get prepped up. But good luck tonight and have fun.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. All right. Pass that down. Keep working it. Now, this is Lucier, right?
Yes, sir.
See, I knew this one. You can't miss this guy in the hair. Can't miss him. Again, we got all the big guys up here. We got the offensive line. I want to ask you first, since we're going to talk some offensive, we're going to talk some linemen. You're one of those guys that we see every time. You're blocking through not through the whistle, to the whistle. You're blocking guys out the sidelines. How much fun is it to just maul somebody?
So much fun. Been doing it all my life, and it never gets old.
Moppin, you failed us not bringing this dude to a couple of different games. We should have brought the whole offensive line. Listen. Here's the thing. I actually owe Count Porcula an in-restaurant show, so we're going to get everybody out there here real soon. So we're going to make it happen. We'll get all of them. We'll make sure they feed us real, real well that night. As you can tell, we got a little bit. I did the whole rack of ribs. That's right. So the brisket nachos. All right, favorite moment as a Hornet?
Probably it's been a lifelong dream is being able to play tight end. Getting tight end reps. It's just been one of my biggest dreams and goals.
How's the hands?
Getting actual reps. Good enough.
Okay.
Don't ever throw it to me, so it doesn't matter.
We'll see. Maybe we'll get a surprise tonight. Who knows? Maybe that's what we're looking for. Well, man, talk about how special it is with this senior class.
I absolutely love all these people. I've played with a lot of them for a long time, and even the ones I haven't, I think we've made amazing bonds and amazing friendships, and I'm gonna miss all of them.
All right, man. Dre, appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll make the rotation. We'll bring a few more. Give me like four. Give me 5 more down here.
Let's go.
All right, we can get them all. Come on, get them all down here.
The skinny ones.
BJ Beats. We'll just start with Beats. All right, BJ, hold that one. We'll just work it all the way through. All right, BJ. Now I tell the story every time, but I'm gonna go back to 9th grade. I'm at the benefit game. Where were we? Ozark, somewhere up there. And and I remember somebody said, that's our next quarterback right there. He's the next dude. And all of a sudden, here comes BJ at quarterback around the corner. Just now, listen, this kid that you ran over it wasn't fair. I mean, that was like a baby Marshawn Wiley out there or something. Like it was like a baby coyote. Like you hurt that kid's physically and emotionally, I promise you. But I came from that just super impressed with just a physical guy, a guy that's going to come up on that defensive side, offensive side, wherever, and do everything. Talk about being a member of this senior class and how much it means to you to play with these guys.
It mean a lot. I done grew up with a lot of them. We done put in a lot of work, hard work, and dedication. So it just mean a lot to me.
Favorite moment as a Hornet?
I'll probably say being able to get the rock and get in the end zone twice.
Now, have we officially changed? Tyler and I have renamed it the Beats package. Is it the Beats play? It's the beat 'em up package, right? All right, there you go. All right, BJ, I appreciate you for joining us, man. Go get ready, and let's take down some Senators, man. All right, let's say the name. Let's go. Oh, you got to get it up there. Come on, hit stick. There he goes. All right, it's really hit stick, but we haven't got to call it a lot. So, all right, Derek, excited to have you. Excited. This is a big game. This should be a game defensively where there's going to be some hitting going on, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, talk about how excited you are for this game.
I'm very excited for the game. We've been waiting all year for this game. We feel like we're the better team. We're just going to put it on the field.
All right, favorite moment as a Hornet?
Favorite moment? Winning Silver Hills game.
Okay.
I love that feeling of winning. That was my favorite moment.
So maybe a little bit of that. You got the PCSSD rivalry. We get to bookend it. We did it with Sylvan Hills. Hopefully we get it done with Robinson tonight and complete that whole rivalry setup on both ends of the season. How much would it mean to you to get a conference title tonight?
It mean everything. It mean everything to all the guys, to the coaches. We just been working for it, even the parents.
All right. Well, Derek, appreciate it. Hopefully we get to say hit stick a few times tonight. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Mr. Landon Kennedy, how are you, sir?
I'm great.
Hold that up.
I'm great. How about you?
Doing well. Now, Landon, he's a regular with us as well, so we're excited to have Landon up here. Now, you've been out a couple weeks. Now, are we out tonight?
We're good.
We're good.
Tonight. Yes,
all right.
We're fine. We healed up, and I'm doing great. I'm ready to go out there and play tonight.
Okay. So new guy. This is a new guy to this senior class. Come over. I tell you, I don't know that I've told too many people this, but I was over in enemy territory a couple weeks ago. And I'm up in their nice little indoor weight room over, and I look up and I see record holder Landon Kennedy.
Oh, it's still up there?
It's still up there. I took pictures of it for you. So the record holder. So it's got to be exciting.
Well, about 5 of them.
Yeah, well, there's at least 2 up there. Yeah. So got to be exciting for you to be here, a chance to win a 5A Central title. Talk about this senior class and getting to play with these guys this year.
Oh, these guys, I've been knowing most of these guys for a very long time. I mean, we used to all go to school. Some of us went to school get together. Some of us, we all used to, I used to beat them down a little bit. But, honestly, these guys, I love them. And, I mean, it's been a good season with them. It's been very solid. So, I mean, it's great to finish up with them. So, I love it.
Favorite moment as a Hornet?
I believe I believe Bologna game, I was pulling the kick to kick it in, and I ended up kicking a outside linebacker, and I believe a DB also. So it was a great moment. We scored a touchdown.
What would it mean to get a 5A Central Conference title tonight?
Oh. Well, I don't know. I mean, it'll be my third. It'll be my third time, and it's nothing to me.
But you running, you might as well just get all of them. I mean, you get the South, now you get the Central. You know, Landon Kennedy owns them all.
Oh, I own them all.
All right. All right, Landon, appreciate you. Good luck tonight, man. Hit somebody. All right, come on in here. Say your name for the camera.
My name is Jaden Gabriel.
Not stone hands. He got new gloves. That's what he told Tyler. So I'm wishing Tyler was here. If Tyler was here, you could have really given him hard time. I'm hoping you find him in the elevator on the way down. He'll be on the way up. Get him. You get it. You get him here though. You make sure you get it. I know. You've become a revelation on both sides of the ball.
Offense, I don't drop, but for some reason against Whitehall, they were just going through my hands on the defensive side.
It happens. It's no deal. All right, talk about how much fun it's been to play with this senior class.
It's been real fun. Like some of the guys, came from a previous school with me. I met a whole lot of new people, and the program as a whole, it's been a great time to be around.
All right, favorite moment as a Hornet.
My favorite moment as a Hornet probably when we played against Cersei last week. Antonio came through with a big time stop for us. Game winning stop. Beat Cersei. Now we get a chance to play for a conference championship.
How much would it mean to win that championship?
It would mean a lot.
All right. JG, appreciate you, sir. We look forward to seeing you down there hitting people and catching passes. You can get soft hands tonight, right? Yes, sir. All right. All right, say your name.
Troy Green.
All right. See, now Tyler going to be mad he's not up here too right now as well. Keep trying. Appreciate you joining us. Talk about playing with this senior class, how much fun it's been.
It means a lot. It's very fun. We built relationships with the new people and the ones that we already had relationships with. Yeah, it's been great, though.
Been a good group. Well, favorite moment as a Hornet?
Favorite moment, probably when my brother Antonio caught his first pick. We pick on him a lot for not having hands.
Hey, look, well, we'll talk about that in a minute, but because that dude can lock some folks down as well. So, but you guys have had a fun year. It's been a blast. We seem to be playing our best football right now. What would it mean to you to win a conference title tonight?
It mean a lot coming from a losing school. Yeah, it mean a lot.
Yes, sir. Well, let's go get that W. Take care of business tonight. I appreciate you. All right, say your name, even though I think I know this one. I'm just
Nathaniel Thomas.
Or the beat 'em up package quarterback. So, all right. Nathan, good to see you, man. I haven't been able to put faces with names, but I'm excited to be up here and excited to have all you guys up. Appreciate you joining us. Talk about favorite moment as a Hornet.
Man, my favorite moment has probably been the locker room. Just every day in, day out. We have a pretty good time in there. Get to hang out with my fellas. Get to make some great memories with them. So probably I would say the locker room.
I was gonna say, so talk about that as a group, like this senior class. Don't look at them, just look at this way.
The senior class, we've gotten really close, and when I say close, I mean really close. Inside and outside, I mean we get out early for interns, so I mean we get to spend a lot of extra time together, and I think that's huge, especially when you got a football team coming out here to perform as one. So yes, sir.
All right. Well, how much would it mean to you to get a conference championship tonight?
I'm happy to be in this position again, so hope to get us another one and keep on rolling.
There you go. All right. Well, Nate, I appreciate you joining us. Let's see some touchdowns tonight out of that pack. All right. All right, Antonio, you got to come defend yourself now. All right, say your name real quick.
My name is Antonio McFadden.
All right, so, okay. I feel short now. Maybe it's the fact that we're just floating heads back here, but I don't know how often – I'm looking at Moppin right now, but I don't know how often Tyler and I are always like, we got McFadden out there on the tallest guy out there, and you look like you're about – so now I just feel short because we're like eye to eye right now. But talk about that. I've always wanted to ask you that. What is your mentality? I figure that you revel in that opportunity to go after guys that are bigger that you can kind of prove yourself. But talk about that as a corner.
I mean, I look at it, they bleed the same way I bleed, so either way they got to play me for 4 quarters, so we all human. I just think like that, so I don't really put height into the difference. I just go out there and play my ball.
Talk about this senior class. We kind of got them all, but talk about your senior class and playing with these guys. What it means.
Yeah, it's for sure been real fun. Like coming from a school that wasn't winning, I'm having a lot of fun over here.
Well, I appreciate you joining us. Favorite moment as a Hornet?
Catching my first pick.
All right, see. All right, now we're gonna take one back tonight, hopefully. Yeah. All right. And what would it mean to you to win a conference title?
It'll mean a whole lot. I really want to do it for Coach Mott. I really want to just do it for the team, not for myself.
Gotcha. Well, Antonio, I appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you out there tonight. Good luck. All right. All right. I say your name for that camera over there.
All right, I'm Xavier Maldonado.
All right, another big lineman. Appreciate you joining us tonight. First off, talk about that senior class, this group of guys, and what they mean to play, what it means to play with these guys.
I love them, man. I've been around them for a long time. Great bonds, and my brothers to me.
And now, favorite moment as a Hornet?
Making it to the playoffs again. That's probably it. Yeah.
Now, so I asked Drake this, but obviously as a lineman, it's your job to get down there and get ugly, get mean, and beat up on people, punch people, push on people. What's it mean to you to be able to maul people and really take over on the offensive line?
It's fun. Every play, just knock them down over and over again.
And what would it mean to you to win a conference title tonight?
It mean a lot to me. It mean my first ever achievement since we ain't won one in a long time.
All right. Well, Xavier, I appreciate you. And you guys, good luck tonight. And go push some folks around. All right. Appreciate you. All right, Coach. Going to have to get you down here real quick, and then we'll let you get down to your team. What's up, Tyler? At least we got another one here with us. We'll get Coach in here real quick.
Y'all got a stool or something?
We may need you to stand on the table or something.
This is unbelievable. My goodness. This is our network.
I know.
What are we doing?
Well, so listen. I was going to be on the field, but I got here, did not have time to put it together. So, but now, okay, what I really wanted to say to you, though, was first off, well, let's start here. Senior class. Talk about this group of seniors.
It's the best, man. I love those guys. A lot of them been with me for 3 years, and guys like Landon, who I coached as a ninth grader, and just really excited to see them get to experience the growth and the progress that we've made out here. I've said it 100 times at this point, but, my job when I got here was to create nights like this where we're playing. It's a little breezy outside. You got a great team in your stadium. You got to defend home turf with a lot on the line. And high school kids don't understand how unique that is probably until their senior year, and they've either experienced or haven't. And so to be able to bring that to guys like B.J. Beats and Caden Sherman and Connor Forte, who may not have known that they'd ever play in a game like this. I just love that for them, because tonight is what football's all about. It's definitely what Friday nights are about, even though it's Thursday night.
That's right. Well, I was going to say, too, though, like most coaches lose their voices after a game or during a game. You may not have a voice before the game, because you've made the circuit today between being on Drive Time just a few minutes ago down there with Randy, as well as Wes earlier today, now with us today. You got to love the fact that this game means so much, that we've got this much attention on it, and that people are paying attention to Maumelle football.
The boys in that locker room put in so much blood, sweat, and tears. It is a joy of mine that people want to cover them and want to watch them play. It means a lot to us as a program that people care, and so we're just going to try to do our best to honor that and honor God with the way we play tonight.
All right, so, Coach, I asked all them, but I'm going to ask you, what would it mean to you to win a conference title tonight?
It means a lot. I think this is one of those cycle years where being the 1 seed in the Central gives you home field throughout. So for those of you that don't know, it kind of cycles. Some years the 1 seed's on the top, sometimes the 1 seed's on the bottom. This year our 1 seed is a top. And so that means we don't ever have to leave this place again. I love playing at home. I think we've lost maybe, 2-3 games here since I've been here. Mm-hmm. And, we love playing in front of our fans at Maumelle Stadium. So for us, it's a really big deal. Obviously, there are other things that go into this game that matter to me. But for the biggest thing is I want our kids to be – we felt amazing on that field last week against Searcy. I want that feeling again for the guys.
An exciting game, too. And, I heard you talking earlier and talking about being able to win in different ways, and that was huge, especially when you start looking towards the playoffs. So that had to at least give these guys a little boost of confidence to get a win in a game like that, especially after we've kind of been blowing people out. So to be able to go on the road to beat somebody like that. Now, this game, we won't talk about the total personal side of it. There is a personal piece to this, obviously. You're a Robinson guy. Worked with Coach Escola. Probably a little bit extra there. Got to feel good to this game, it's got to feel good to get a W in. But it always, over the last couple of years since you've been here, this game's always been tight. Now, it's been a game that, even no matter how good Robinson is, no matter how good we are, it's a tight game. So what's going to be the big piece tonight that gets Maumelle over top of Robinson?
We're winners. And that's a big difference. Our guys are winners. They know how to win. They know they want to win. They know what it takes to win. We've been really intentional about the standard being the standard. And, I don't know that we've always believed that when things have gone south or when we've had a turnover or when another team scores. And this team's been battle tested, and they expect to win.
All right, well, Coach, I'm going to let you get down there. I know you got some preparation to do.
Yes,
I appreciate you joining us, taking out some time this morning or this afternoon. Good luck, and let's go get a Thursday victory and on to that 1 seed.
Appreciate it, fellas. Go Hornets.
All right. We appreciate Coach joining us.
Appreciate it, Coach.
And we're going to take a quick break here from Count Porcula, and then we're going to bring my buddy Tyler Chenault in with us as well. So we'll be right back here on our pregame show brought to you by the Count Porcula Barbecue Pregame Show.
When it comes to barbecue, there's no room for shortcuts. Count Porcula is committed to bringing you the very best artisan barbecue. We use only certified Angus prime brisket, tender baby back ribs, and delicious pulled pork. Our scratch-made southern sides feature classics like collards, beans, and house-made slaw. Count Porcula, barbecue you can sink your teeth into.
All right, welcome back, folks, to the Count Porcula Barbecue pregame show. And hey, look, we're not completely floating heads anymore. We look a little bit better than we did a few minutes ago. Now that I zoomed it in,
standing next to those big guys changes a lot of things.
And then I kind of felt bad. We had some of the smaller guys get up here. We couldn't really see them. And then Tyler's like, they're not going to be able to see me at all back there.
Like, I could have made y'all feel better if y'all had me standing here before.
We might have put Tyler up front up there. All right, well, guys, let's talk a little bit of Robinson. We got to hear a ton about Maumelle, obviously. If you guys want to see the interview with Coach Escola, we will run that on the Robinson pregame here in just a few minutes when those guys go live around 6:20 or so. And Coach Escola had some great things to say as well, and we're excited there. But Coach didn't. He's the old school coach. Coach is he didn't want to get out of routine, which I totally understand. You don't want to mess up the routine. You want to make sure your guys are prepped and ready. You're already out of routine enough playing on a Thursday
and being on the road.
Yeah. So I totally get it. But, Jake, I want you to talk a little bit about Robinson. You've been there for all of it this year. Talk about this Robinson team. 8-1 coming into this game. They've just obviously played extremely good football. And now here they sit in the driver's seat. They win, they're the 1. They lose, they're no worse than the 2. We'll go over all of that here in just a few minutes. But talk about this ball game and just talk about Robinson this year, what we can expect to see tonight.
Well, I expected a good team coming into the season. They've got a lot of young guys on their team from a great 9th grade squad that have come up and flourished pretty well, a lot of their young guys. But at the same time, they've got a lot of seniors there that are still looking to show that, hey, us seniors are here to play. They've got just athletes all over the field. It's hard to break it down when you have that many athletes at every single position. It feels like he's got a stable of running backs and Nick Abrams, Jordan Thomas, and Deuce Williams. He's got a quarterback in Tyson Bradden who electrified us last week, 4 touchdowns, and it felt like he was finally let loose last week against Pine Bluff on the road. That was something that we had seen him throw the ball here and there and kind of set up throws where, running the ball, and then you launch one deep kind of situations. Last week, it was all pass. They were letting it fly, and I think that was kind of them, Coach Escola, getting their team ready for this week and for the playoffs, getting playoff ready, showing everybody, hey, we're not just a one-trick pony. We can sling the ball too. And on the defensive side of the ball, I mean, their defensive backs – or some of the most athletic defensive backfields, I think, in the state. Honestly, you've got Deuce Williams back there, Michael Hayes. I mean, you've got and then you have Tank Reese in the middle linebacker spot. I mean, it's very impressive what they've got going on defensively.
And Tyler, you and I are familiar with some of those guys as well. You are for sure, as you were on the Robinson Network for a bit there as well. You're familiar with a guy like Tank Reese. It's interesting when we look at the evolution of Robinson. Back a couple years ago when you were there, Quentin Murphy was the guy. That was the guy we looked to that you knew he was the future. He was a guy that was getting offers from all over the place. Now you transition. Quentin transfers. You bring a guy over from North Little Rock who, as Coach Escola said, is a Robinson quarterback. He's a coach on the field. As we look at this Robinson team as Maumelle guys, this is a game. Maumelle's going to have some struggles here. This is going to be probably outside of the Parkview game their biggest test of the season. But I'm excited to see some guys like Tank Reese in this new offense out of Robinson.
Yeah, I mean it's the best team you've played since Parkview. It's going to be the best team besides Parkview. And Tank Reese, as a freshman, that guy was impressive playing up. So, it's just you can only imagine what he's doing this year if you hadn't really watched much of him because you're a Maumelle person. But, I mean, he was impressive as a freshman. So it's crazy. And then the fact that you don't list him in the backfield when you're talking about the running backs, that tells you how good that stable running backs is. Because as a freshman, again, he was playing running back too and inside linebacker, and he looked really good on that running whenever King Freeman had to step out a little bit. But it's a good team. Definitely a good team. That it's good. We're going to be tested. Tyson at quarterback, like you said, coming over from North Little Rock. He's got another guy, Malachi Muhammad, who had a big touchdown catch 2 weeks ago. That's a guy. Malachi's a guy that I coached whenever he was in 8th grade, just like I coached some of the guys out here at Maumelle. A blazer. That dude can go. He is fast. I'm excited to catch up with him just a little bit when we get down there. But they got dudes that can go, and the fact that Malachi's a guy that I know how athletic he is and how good he is, and he's one of those guys. He's just one of their weapons on offense. It speaks to what we're going to have to deal with tonight, trying to stop the pass, trying to stop the run, and it's going to be a real test defensively for the Hornets.
So, I look at this matchup, and I'll give mine, and then we'll talk about some of the playoff scenarios real quick. You guys make sure, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the Robinson Sports Network. If you guys are watching here for Robinson, you get to hear Jake. Chris will be here momentarily. You guys will get to hear them over there. Of course, Tyler and I will be on the Maumelle Sports Network as well. So make sure you join us. Watch the game. I don't care which one you watch, but you should probably watch us because, we're better than them. But we're excited for this one, no doubt. But, I think the key is I've watched – while pulling highlights in different things. I think one of the big keys tonight, in most games obviously, but I think tonight's going to be huge, is in the trenches. I saw some things last week from Robinson that I think Maumelle can take advantage of in that area. Maumelle's got some dudes. Obviously, we talked, you missed it, but Landon Kennedy back tonight. No Anthony Kennedy tonight, but everybody else is healthy on the defensive line. These guys are going to be able to get after Brad, and I think you talking about the 4 touchdowns last week, that's the key tonight. Can they get pressure on Tyson Bradden? Because if they can get to Braden, then I think it's going to be a long night for this Robinson offense, because when you look across 5A and you look across what's been going on, obviously Parkview is Parkview. They're going to do what they're going to do. Now, things change there. No Omarion Robinson. He's done for the year, it sounds like. And so that's a huge hit. That's a guy that does everything for them. So that makes this game that much more important when you start looking across the landscape of the 5A. If you can get home field, I know Parkview came in here and absolutely throttled this Maumelle team.
In the second half.
Thank you. And so this is a game that they can come here, and you want them here. You don't want to, I mean, you want to go to War Memorial, but not till that last one. And so you want to get them here if you can. And so I think that's a huge piece to whoever wins it, whether it's Maumelle gets them here or Robinson gets them at Charles Place. You want that number 1 seed, and it's a huge, huge key. And I think that offensive line play tonight, if they can get to Braden and force Robinson to do it on the ground, I think that's going to be a big piece of the pie tonight.
Mm-hmm. I absolutely agree. I think with the Robinson offensive line, Dominio Patterson has been a huge part of their offensive line, and he can really get a push. But sometimes they really struggle to get a push on the inside if they're trying to run the ball, and it hinders what they're trying to do in the passing game. When you can't run the ball like that, it really just kind of cuts it short on what you can do passing wise. And so they need to lean on that offensive line and hope that they can get a push in the running game and be able to stop a pretty good defensive line over there for the Hornets.
All right, so let's go over the scenarios. These are official because they came from Kevin Bohannon and Barry Grooms. So these are official. You can't. This is not my opinion.
So you're telling me the stuff that I looked at on Fearless might not be official?
It may be the same thing. I don't know. But so in the Central, this is how it plays out. Winner of this game is the 1 seed. Doesn't matter. Winner of this game is the 1 seed. Now it gets all kinds of crazy after that.
For us, not Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson. Yeah, Robinson's the 1 or the 2. There's no other option. They'll be the 1 if they win, the 2 if they lose. Now, the Searcy BB winner is the 3. However, BB can be the 2, the 3, the 4, or they cannot make the playoffs
not even in it.
at all, depending on the outcome and if Whitehall wins. So we'll see. But of course, Robinson no worse than 2. I'm not going to go through all this because I don't care about the East and the South, but we do care about the West because that's who we match up with. Yeah. In the West, Farmington is the 1. Done. They're the number 1 seed. We saw what they did. They scored 78 points in a game this year. Not too bad.
But they gave up 75 in the same game.
Yes,
so, I mean, there's give and take there.
And so, obviously, some offensive fireworks over there. Valonia and Greenbrier. You talk about rivalry week being week 10. Valonia, Greenbrier back in the same conference again. Who would have believed that they'd be playing for a playoff spot at the final week of the season?
Nobody would have guessed.
Right. So Valonia and Greenbrier playing for the 2. Where that's important, obviously, is if Maumelle somehow was to fall to the 3, then obviously we would travel to whoever's the 2 there, which would be Valonia or Greenbrier. We've been to Valonia. We know how that went. First time I ever had you on the air was at Greenbrier.
Yeah.
So who knows? We've got some experience at either one of those. And then, of course, let's see. And then if Greenbrier wins, then they'll have a 3-way tie for second with Morrilton added into that mix. And so that throws a whole new wrinkle in it. I think it's the perfect triangle. You got to go to points. And so we'll see how that works out. But that will decide who the 1 seed from this game will play next week in the 5A playoffs.
That's an exciting thought just because I know both of those teams. I've been to both of their fields, and I've seen them play, and they've both got rabid fan bases that are going to be electric no matter who they play.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Valonia, Greenbrier, Morrilton. We went to Farmington last year for basketball, and it was a ruckus place. So I know that obviously they're going to bring a ton of fans no matter who's coming to where. So excited for that. All right, well, gentlemen, any other thoughts on this matchup tonight?
I think the one thing that I'm hoping to see is Tyson Braden showing out again. He just needs to keep growing. He's grown steadily each game. He's done more and more and more, and I think turnover battle is going to be huge. If they can make Tyson Braden make some mistakes through passing the ball, I think that's going to be huge for the Hornets, and will definitely keep them in the ball game. And if the Hornets are still around come second half, that's big for them. That changes the whole game, and it could go either way.
Yeah, and Steve, you really touched on it, and it's really the key in any game. I don't care what team it is, who your skill guys are, but the key is always in the trenches. Who can win up front? Who can win on the offensive line? Who can win on the defensive line? And we've got the guys that can do it. Hopefully we can see our offensive line continue to come together. We've seen where they've kind of give up some leakage every so often here and there, but we're getting guys back healthy. We're even getting skill guys back healthy. We got more backs in the backfield to run the ball. Jacob Henry showed that last week. Had a really good game. Now that we've got all those safeties back in the backfield, the defensive backfield, but up front, who's going to win that battle? And that typically, I don't care what football game you're talking about. Whoever wins the battle in the trenches, that's the team that typically is going to win the game. So Jake hopes that Tyson continues to look good. I hope Tyson's running for his life all night.
There you go.
I definitely see that for sure on y'all's side. But I also think what would be huge for you guys, and we saw it last week against Pine Bluff. Pine Bluff, as soon as Joe T came out there, they hopped on them.
Oh, yeah.
You need to use this home advantage to y'all's advantage and start fast, and that can be a big game changer for you guys.
Yeah, and I am curious because obviously at Pine Bluff that's a huge stadium, and so maybe the home field advantage isn't as great, and Pine Bluff struggled a little bit this year, obviously as well. I'm excited to see what happens. This place is already starting to fill up pretty good. Good line of folks headed to the Robinson side. You know that side's going to be packed out.
Those are the seniors' parents.
Or the seniors' parents as well. Yeah, we'll do that at 6:15. But we got Robinson people everywhere. This place is going to be electric, I think, tonight. And so I am curious to see, one, how Maumelle responds, because you talk a lot of times and you can get too high for a game, and then all of a sudden you have that crash after a couple of plays. And we'll see. Hopefully they're level. They're ready to go. But the same side, I don't know that there's at least a possibility tonight that Robinson could see probably the most ruckus crowd they've seen all season.
Yeah, I think so.
As far as on the road. So. And so obviously rivalry game, you get that. So I think I'm curious to see how both teams respond to the atmosphere tonight too. So it should be a good one. But this is kind of cool having both the analysts next to me. I feel smarter already. So I appreciate you guys joining us. That's going to do it for us. Again, make sure you join Jake and Chris over on the Robinson Sports Network, and of course Tyler and I on the Maumelle Sports Network.
Watch theirs tomorrow.
That's right. We might like mess up their internet or something over there on that end.
Something got unplugged.
It is plugged up in our booth, so hey, we got you.
Crap talk on the field, crap talk in the booth. It's going on everywhere. It's a rivalry atmosphere.
That's right, absolutely. All right, that's going to do it for us here. But thanks for joining us for tonight's Count Porcula Barbecue pregame show. If you're craving barbecue that stands out from the crowd, Count Porcula Barbecue wants to show you why they are different. We're talking certified Angus prime brisket, as well as tender baby back ribs, which are right there, and mouth-watering pulled pork, all smoked to perfection, and fresh southern sides and delicious desserts that will complete your meal. Tailgating to family dinners, they've been perfecting the craft since 2008. Find them on the Boulevard at 10840 Maumelle Boulevard, or call 501-246-5669, or you can order online at countporcula.com. Count Porcula, barbecue you can sink your teeth into. That's going to do it for us. Go Hornets.
Go Senators.
You should have muted it.